Hey everybody, how's it going? Let's talk about your home recording studio. This week we're going to pick up with part 2 of the vocals, and we'll just get the rest of the vocals done in this one. And alright, let's get right to it.
Okay, and now that we compressed that lead vocal, although I don't know why it made it so tiny. And so now we've got this little double part here. So let's just hear these two together. And let's kind of see what this little double background part might need. I have a feeling I'm probably just going to compress the snot out of it here. Let's make a little selection. There we go. Of this prescription. You know, those match okay, but I'm just going to add a comp of some sort. I guess I'll just keep going with H comp here. I hate to keep stacking the same compressor over track, but I'll leave the analog at default. Ratio, I'm gonna go a higher ratio. I'm gonna go a faster attack and probably a faster release, somewhere in there. And let's just start dialing the threshold to where we want it. Of this prescription. 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 Yeah, I think I'm okay with that, you know, somewhere in that 6 dB a gain reduction. Let's hear it in context now. Of this prescription. Yeah, I think that adds just about the right thing to it. But it looks like the same thing happened here. We can see how enormous the peaks are here and how teeny tiny they are over here. So let's do kind of that same thing. Let's find the same kind of edit point. Well, I guess we're not going to find the same edit point. I'm going to tap S to split. I'm going to right click on this guy, and again, I don't really advocate normalizing things. It's just in the case of this mix where there were kind of all sorts of different levels of things, and I was running out of room on my faders to turn things up. And in automation, there's only so much room in the window there. So I think just to make it easier to deal with, yeah, let's go ahead and normalize that. And let's hear that against the second verse. Fallacy, separate from reality, arrested by this audacity, swallowed whole by the vanity. On the floor. One more time. Fallacy, separate from reality, arrested by this audacity, swallowed whole by the vanity. Okay, you know, I think it's doing its job there. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm going to keep that double in the second verse. I'm not sure it adds a lot. But yeah, no, I think it's doing its job there. Leave it there for now, and we'll come back to it. All right, so now we have these chorus vocals. So these are just kind of big, aggressive vocals. And I believe on these I had hidden the automation. So let's see if, yeah, so that one, they start out wide, come in towards the center. And I think the same is going to be true for this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they start out wide, and then during the chorus, they come in to center. I need to kind of repeat this. Actually, here, let me do that real quick. I won't make you watch. I'll just repeat this whole thing. All right, there we go. I think I got what I wanted. That was painful. Oh, man, using Reaper's system here, it is just difficult to dial in what you want with automation when you're doing fine little adjustments like that. Actually, that wasn't even a very fine adjustment. That was just hard. That was a pain in the butt. Okay, but I think I got that. So here, let's just hear them real quick. Fella, take it seriously. Fell in love with the comedy.
simple sense of security. Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy to keep up with the failure.
Okay, yeah, I think I like that. I think what I'm going to do here is, well, first let's hide the automation. That's just distracting. And I think I'm going to create a new track as a folder. I don't know why it's creating them so teeny tiny. Let's scoot them up here. And let's call this chorus box folder. And let's make him a folder, and we'll tuck these two left and right chorus box into them. Good deal. And I think what I'm going to do is treat this folder as a bus. I'm going to bus both of these out to compressors and compress them in stereo. So they're kind of compressed together, kind of individual. Since they're panned out wide, they'll be a little individual, but the compressors will still kind of cooperate with each other. So let's try that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to do this with reinsert again. Okay, and let's go out 3 and 4. Let's come back 5 and 6. And let's kind of find a nice spot here where they're out panned kind of wide, which starts, let's just what I call pre-chorus here. Get a selection going. We'll call that good. All right. Well, loop is still on. I'll just hit play and start fiddling around here.
A simple sense of security. Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy, fail to take it seriously. Fell in love with the comedy. A simple sense of security. Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy, fail to take it seriously.
Okay, yeah, I think I like where that's at, right about there. And yeah, not exactly sure what else I can do to these. I mean, I think those sound pretty good. I may have them dialed up just a little bit too loud, but we can take care of that. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to render this track out, and it'll make it easier to deal with. I'll be back in a minute. All right, cool, good deal. Yeah, so I did listen to it over the monitors here. Yeah, I got the vocals dialed up a little bit too loud, and also that guitar solo is too loud at the end. So let me go correct those right real quick. And but all right, yeah, here's our stereo stem that we just rendered. So let's give it a play and dial it down a little bit.
Trajectory.
Okay, I like that. And now that electric guitar that's kind of off to the right there, if I can remember which one it is, I think that is that lead 2?
Trajectory with a Pyrrhic victory, hamstrung rationality, entrench this new mentality.
Okay, all right. And then the guitar solo at the end, That's this guy here. I know that's too loud. Something funky happened with this as I was closing my project the last time, so the volume of this track is all goofed up. Let's fix it real quick. Okay, I think that's okay for now. I'll come back to it. My ears are starting to get just a little bit of fatigued. You know, in this session I've been at it right at an hour now, and yeah. Sometimes your ears just kind of need a break, especially in headphones. Man, they are particularly fatiguing. But we're making progress here. We got 2 vocal tracks left, and so these are chorus backing vocals. So let's see here. Yeah, these are the ones I got panned out nice and wide. I think for these, since they're so kind of dramatic and they're out wide and they're a harmony, I think I'm gonna try to compress these with kind of a fast compress or a fast attack here. And actually, let's just create a folder for them to live in. And we'll make him a folder, and you are the last in the folder. Okay. And we'll call this chorus backing folder. And let's see, what do I want to do with these? Well, I got those other vocals rendered out, so my compressors are free. So yeah, let's toss them through a compressor. So I'll use RIA insert. We'll go out 3 and 4. We'll come back 5 and 6. And I think for this one, I'm going to use my other compressor, the Pro VLA 2. So let's go hook a couple of things up here. I think everything's going to be the same, except, you know what? No, I'm going to use a distressor. And I've been liking that 10-to-1, that opto setting. And I thought that would sound way too aggressive for vocals, but honestly, it doesn't. I might actually back it off just a little bit. Let's do like a 6-to-1. We want them linked still. We'll send them as a stereo bus. Distortion, I don't really think we need any more distortion on this song. We've added plenty as it is. And again, we'll just kind of back off to neutral settings and play with it, see what we end up with here. Okay, all right, let's find a selection here. And we're listening to the backing vocals here. So let's find a chorus. And let's just kind of play that chorus. Or maybe not the whole chorus, but just the parts with the backing vocals in them. All right. And let's play around with the backing vocals and see what happens. Whoops, the playhead was past my selection. There we go.
Constant immorality, it isn't easy to keep up with the failure. Standing unready for impetuous behavior, it isn't easy. Constant immorality, it isn't easy to keep up with the failure. Standing unready for impetuous behavior, it isn't easy. Constant immorality, it isn't easy to keep up with the failure. Standing unready for impetuous behavior.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So let me just render that out. And again, I'm just trying to render things as I go because it's easy to forget and then unplug things and replug them in a different way and adjust things for some other track and then realize, whoops, now I lost all my settings for that last thing I did. So yeah, let's give this a try here real quick. Okay, yeah, so I got that rendered out there. I think I'm going to go ahead and break it here for tonight. So we've made it through all of the tracks of the song. So I still consider what we've done so far in the series as a rough mix. And I'm already, as I'm listening to it more and more and getting things more and more dialed in, I'm already hearing things that I want to change. There are certain elements in there. So I think I'm going to let this rest for a little bit. I'm probably going to take a couple of days break here, render this out, get it on a platform where I can listen to it on my phone, and listen to it in the, from my phone. I can listen to it in my truck. I can listen to it at my desk at work. I can listen to it, stream it to the TV and things like that. I just want to hear it on some different systems. I'll probably make a couple of preliminary tweaks. Gonna take a couple of days here, listen to it a bunch of times, make some notes, come back, and in our next episode, I'll make some of those adjustments, hopefully get the mix dialed in to where it's just closer to being finished. I'm not exactly sure how many iterations of that I'm going to go through, of taking a break, writing notes, coming back. At some point you have to call a mix done. whether it's good or whether it's bad. One of my biggest weaknesses is that I struggle to finish a mix. I mean, I have pretty much every mix I've ever made is still in progress, right? So at some point, you've got to live with your decisions, make your decisions, be comfortable with them, and just call it, this is how it sounds now. And, solicit some feedback, ask people that you trust, whose opinions you trust. I have a whole group of guys at the Recording Rebels who I do trust a lot, who have great ears, great experience doing this kind of thing. And plus the man himself, the guy that recorded this stuff. So I'll probably go to them, solicit some advice, listen a bunch on my own, make some tweaks here and there, and then hopefully I can call it done without too much more just deliberation over every little, as you can see through this whole series, right, there's a lot of decisions to make. There's every step of the way, for every element in your mix, there are decisions to make. And whether you make the right decision or the wrong decision, there's kind of no such thing. This is art, this is subjective. Do it to where it sounds good to you. And having some experience under your belt, just doing it, do the repetitions, do it over and over, start a new song, mix it, start another song after that, mix it. This isn't about achieving scientific perfection in any one mix. This is just about your general ability to be able to take the things that you've learned, take the things that you like, and mush them together and hopefully end up with something that you're proud of. All right, I'm going to break this here, and I guess I will see you guys next time.